guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. My name is Aisha Sibanda. Oh, and guys, by the way, can you believe that when I get married, I'm no longer going to be introducing myself as Aisha Sibanda? Like, I'm literally going to be introducing myself like, my name is Aisha Shafe. Isn't that crazy? Crazy, right? Slay. And today I'm going to be giving you guys my unpopular opinions marriage edition. Okay, so guys, my opinions are very controversial. And they're not just very controversial, they're very controversial for someone who's getting married, right? But yeah, I feel like, honestly, guys, I wouldn't say I'm a feminist because, I don't agree with some feministic values. But I would say if there was a line between being a traditional wife and being a feminist, I'm somewhere here. You get me? So a lot of the things that empower women in marriages and stuff are a lot of the things that I believe, right? But I do also believe in like cooking for my husband, allowing him to be the head of the family and make the most important decisions. Those kind of things I do believe with. But getting into my first unpopular opinion, one thing I don't support in marriages, and guys, African women, I'm not trying to attack you, but I don't support struggle love, right? And basically what I mean by struggle love is like sticking beside a man, no matter what they do, right?
This is your man.
Yes,
Look at the screen.
that's mine. And
And
I'm gonna stick beside him.
that's what you're going to settle for.
I'm gonna stick beside him.
Let's say, for example, a woman, right? Like she's married to a man, everything is going well. They're married for like 4 or 5 years. And then after those 4 or 5 years, this man starts being promiscuous, messing with other women, doing all these things. And, women, most African women that I have personally experienced and met who are older, will say, the problems that happen in your marriages, you agreed to marry this person for better or for worse, right? But for me personally, guys, I'm sorry, but there's no way when I hear for better or for worse, there's no way for me that includes cheating, right? Because honestly, guys, I don't believe in struggle love. Like, I don't believe in sticking beside a man no matter what this man does, no matter how poorly he does, just because you made a commitment to him. Believe me, I'm not a fan of divorce, right? I'm not a fan of people like splitting apart their families and everything. But sticking beside a man because you made an oath to marry him, no matter the rubbish, no matter the other kids a man is having with several other women while you are his legal wife, I'm sorry, guys. Like, for me, honestly, I don't agree with that. Struggle love. Love when it's painful, when you're having heart palpitations because this man is like dealing with other women. Yeah. That's not for me personally. For someone else, be my guest. But me, you guys can let me know in the comments, like, what are your views on, like, sticking with someone even through cheating? And this applies for men as well, like, sticking with a woman who, like, is unloyal to you. It's just a violation of trust, and trust is one of those things that you can't build back. I believe so. Like, after cheating, for me, the trust is dead. So, yeah, struggle love, I'm not team struggle. I'm team when the tough gets tough, I get going, My next unpopular opinion isn't necessarily about marriage, right? It's an opinion that a lot of women have, and they believe it's a way to make a man stay with them, right? Like, a lot of women, like, this is very controversial, but a lot of women that I know personally or I have seen believe that if you have children with a man, it's gonna make them stay, right? Like, let's say, for example, you're seeing someone and that man is not like committed to you in the beginning. Some people believe that having kids with that man is gonna make them more committed in the relationship. Honestly, I feel like this is not the best mentality to have, because one thing I have grown to understand about men is that men do what they want. Men cannot be trapped by certain situations to act a certain way, right? So it's like people being like, okay, now that we have a son or maybe we have a daughter, this person is going to stay with me. It doesn't work like that. Like, it doesn't. It's just putting responsibility on yourself with someone who's not ready for that kind of responsibility or does not want that kind of responsibility with you, right? If a man wants to stay with a woman, he will stay with the woman. He does not need a child to convince him to stay. You get what I mean? I feel like that mentality is something I can never never get on board with, like, or perhaps the mentality that feeling like if you, let's say for example, you're in a marriage and your marriage is struggling or it's unhealthy, and you feel like if you have a kid with this person, the marriage is all of a sudden gonna get like better, you see, or like the marriage is gonna, turn into this amazing marriage. That's not how it works. Personally, like, I don't believe in that kind of mentality. And yeah, because in the United States, I don't know what's happening with women in the US, but you hear stories of like women like taking out the liquids from like condoms and then like artificially impregnating themselves, and it's like, why like, I don't understand why anyone would do that. Like, you're basically signing up to be a single mother. Like, it does not make any sense to me. I feel like if a man wants to have kids with you or wants to be with you, they will make their intentions clear before you even go through the process of having kids. This whole thing of trapping and all that kind of stuff, it's just, I don't vibe with that, and I'm sure most men would agree with me. I don't know about women, but I feel like most men would agree with me. You guys can let me know in the comments, hey? Okay, so my next unpopular opinion involves me personally, and I need for my family to be watching this. I just hope my family secretly watches my YouTube video. But honestly, I'm not going to invite people I don't like to my wedding. Like, even if I'm related to you, even if you're my cousin, you're my sister, you're my friend of my friend of my friend, if I don't like someone, I'm not inviting them to my wedding. I feel like this is a very unpopular opinion in like African household, right? In African like families and like stuff, especially in Botswana, from what I've seen personally, when one person is getting married, the whole like city or the whole village or everyone, friends of this or come to the wedding. Me personally, at my wedding, it's not gonna be like that. Like, I'm not gonna invite people who I know I do not like or who I'm not that close to my wedding, because I feel like my wedding should be a place where people who I care about are celebrating something, you see, like are celebrating a big event. This may be unpopular, right? But like, I don't personally believe in like making it an event where your whole family is invited. What if you don't like half your family members?
Now do me a favor, please. There are here for it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Like, what if you don't like those people? Why should you invite them into your own personal space? Nah, my wedding is not gonna be like that, right? My white wedding, not my traditional wedding. My white wedding is invite only. Like, you have to have your ID, your invite on you printed, or you're not entering my wedding. I don't want a situation where my wedding is just full of people that I can listen, because it's like, I love my family, but it's like there's people in my family that I could literally walk by in the street and not recognize them because I have not seen them in that long, right? So why should I have those people at my wedding? Why? If I don't know your name, if I don't know your kids, why should I have you at my wedding? Nah, you get what I mean? I don't know if that's an unpopular opinion, but in my head, it's my opinion regarding my wedding, and yeah. Okay, guys, so my next unpopular opinion, or I don't know if it's popular or unpopular, but I will say that is an opinion, right? I have mentioned this before on my channel, right? Me and my fiance are both Muslim, right? So obviously certain, cultures and stuff which involve Islam allow for a man to have more than one wife, right? Well, this is my opinion that contradicts religion, right? I don't want that. I'm sorry. Nah. No. Polygamy, hey. Tofiakwa. I don't want any kind of polygamy. And I feel like this one is a bit of an unpopular one in the Muslim community. It might not be unpopular in like other religions, but for me personally, I want to be my husband's only wife. And guys, my name is actually Aisha, right? And Aisha means Prophet Muhammad's favorite wife. You see, I don't want to be anyone's favorite. I don't want to be favorites. I want to be favorite. I want to be only. Favorite is for someone else, but only is for me. Aye. Favorite wife. And I always used to say this, like before I met my man. I used to say that, the name Aisha, it's just setting me up for polygamy. Because how you gonna call me someone's favorite wife? Like, what? It's a beautiful name, but favorite wife is crazy. My second to last unpopular opinion, and this one might be something that a lot of people might not agree with, which is why it's called an unpopular opinion, right? I feel like the rest were ones that had a chance of people agreeing with them. But this one, it's like, But yeah, this one is basically regarding marriage vows, right? About obeying and serving your husband, right? How do I put this? Okay, for me personally, I do believe in like a marriage, like the man is the head of the household, right? But then my opinion is, you know, those type of marriage vows where it's like, do you promise to obey and like serve and like do all these things for your husband for the rest of your life? Like some of them, to me personally, they give me slavery, or they creep towards slavery energy, because it's like, do you promise to give yourself? You see what I'm saying? Because the thing is, for me, how I personally view marriage is like, we're committing to each other, right? What I'm giving you, you're giving me in the return. It's like a 50-50 thing, you see. But some of the marriage vows on the women's side, do you promise to obey and serve? It's giving like cotton picker, you get me? So I feel like I'm gonna like try to write my own vows that are gonna be more, you know, more modern. One of these olden ones, I don't know, I get to like they don't, sometimes I hear people's vows and I'm like bombastic side eye, because you get what I'm saying? But yeah, I feel like my marriage vows are gonna be along the lines of, do you promise to be loyal to your partner? Do you promise to be faithful? Do you promise to be in a union? You get me? Union. It sounds like community. Not do you promise to serve? Serve who? Oh, wow. The only person I serve is God. Because, I don't know, I just want my marriage to be like a union built on mutual respect between me and my partner, you know? Like, I don't like to fight. Honestly, I like peace. And it's like my partner and I, we don't fight. So it's like, that's what I want. I just want peace to be part of my vows, loyalty, unity, building each other up. You get me? Those are the kind of vows that I dig 100%. Okay, guys, so my last unpopular opinion is that being a stay-at-home wife is so underrated. Like, jokes aside, guys, men tend to underrate how much work it actually takes a woman to be a stay-at-home wife, you know? Because it's like, let's say, for example, the man is like going to work every day doing like a job where you sit in your desk, and the woman is at home with maybe, let's say, 2-3 kids, right? She's there, she's cooking, she's cleaning, she's trying to make sure all the kids are fed, they're ready for school, they're doing all these things. You go to work, you tap on a computer, you come back, and then the man tells his wife, all you do is sit home, you don't do anything. I'm the one providing for the family, you know, because he's the one bringing in the money. I feel like that's a very common thing I have heard men say in movies especially, right? And it's like, it's not a fair assumption, because being a stay-at-home wife is like such a respectable job, because it's honestly so difficult, right? Like, it's so difficult to keep up with kids, to keep up with your own physical health and all that kind of stuff, clean the house, cook, figure out expenses and all these kind of things. I feel like stay-at-home wives honestly should be given a lot more credit than they actually are. And I don't agree with the opinion that just because the man is the one bringing in the money, he's doing more work for the family, right? Because it's like, let's say the man is working every day, right? If that woman goes on like a 1-month holiday and she's not in that house, the house is more than likely to fall apart, right? But if that man goes on a 1-month vacation and he's sending money home, nothing will fall apart, honestly. Like, the woman will be able to take care of the house, take care of the kids, make sure they go to school, make sure everything. But, you know, I mean, of course, it depends on the gender role. Some families are like, the woman is the one going to work and the man is the one staying at home. Of course, it depends on the roles. But I'm talking about typical gender roles and how women who are housewives are seen as beneath their husbands who are bringing in the income. I don't find that fair. I don't fucks with that. And yeah, honestly, me personally, I've told you guys this before, I don't like to work. I genuinely do not want to work. I just want to get paid for being pretty. Like, I just want to sit all day and do nothing, and then the money just comes to me.
I want to slow down, and I want to go viral for being cute.
Well, I don't think you're going to go viral at all then.
I'm getting a degree, but I don't like to work. So I am going to work, but I'm probably going to do a job from home, you know, so that like I can be able to be around my kids all the time. So I'm just saying this honestly from like a personal point of view. I don't want it to be seen as a thing that like, you know, because I'm at home, I am beneath my husband. And I know my man would never. He would never. That man treats me like a princess. But it's like, yeah, it's just like a general thing that I've seen. Yeah, I just hope that like people can move past that, you know? Okay, guys, I feel like these opinions were not that unpopular. I don't know. You guys can tell me which of these opinions you agree with, which ones you don't. Honestly, guys, I've been struggling to film, right? I'm struggling with consistency, but I hope you guys can see the effort that I'm putting in to make sure that at least one video comes out every week. Honestly, guys, I feel like the reason I'm struggling with consistency is because, like, I'm so demotivated. Like, I'm just my own saboteur. Like, I'll be sitting there like, you know, nobody really likes my content, or I'll be in my own head like, oh, I don't look nice in this video, or like, I don't look cute here. And it's like, I don't know, I'm trying to get out of that, but it's very difficult. And you know, every single time you guys show me support, it gives me that motivation to stay consistent. Even just clicking share on my video and then copying the link automatically, that does so many wonders for the algorithm. So guys, any kind of support, if you genuinely like do enjoy my content and you're not just watching it to be nice, like, please help me out. Comment, leave a comment, share my videos. I would so appreciate it. Share the link, put it on your status. I would honestly appreciate that, guys. And yeah, I hope you guys appreciate my consistency and stay with me. Don't forget to like this video, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. I love you guys, and I will see you guys next week. Bye. Mwah.